But let's go ahead and take a look at the Lifelines. So Lifelines is a Melissa and Doug brand. If you know them, they do the children's toys. They actually have this line. It's like very about wellness, calming, meditation, just cool like stationary activities. So these are their scented colored pencils. And I used to like to color a lot. I haven't colored quite too often lately. Minnie's still here. She wants to sit on my lap. Minnie, I'm going to be moving around. You're not going to be able to sit on the lap. I know, little girl. If I can get these out of here. What is going on? Here we go. Like, why can't I get these out? So these are scented. So if you do like to color, draw, these are really nice. And they do smell. They all have like really clean, like lavender, like eucalyptus. This one here is pine needles. The green is pine needles and a forest, pine needles of a forestry. Pine needles, cannot talk, or read, apparently. Pine needles blanketing a forest trail. So these are, I love the scent of pine. I love pine balsam. It's kind of why I think I like Polo from Ralph Lauren. Not everybody likes it. That actually kind of reminds me of Polo. My dad used to wear that in the 80s when my mom and him used to go out and they'd like tuck me in or say goodbye. This is what reminds me of my dad going out when I was a little girl, the pine needles. Then this one is the damp earth after a rainstorm. Oh, that's kind of fresh. Like these all smell really good. They're not like florally. They're like clean and then you can smell them. Apple trees laden with blossoms. Oh, that one smells. That smells like spring. So you get all different types of scents, and they are colored pencils. So you could use these for coloring, art, sketching. 10 colored pencils infused with the Lifelines essential oil blends. You can rub and sniff, but I smell them like just holding them up to my nose. So that is the Lifelines on deal of the day. Those are $8.44. Skippy's here. Hey, Skippy, I got my framed Christmas tree print today. It was on back order. I'm going to do your DIY light thing with it. Wish me luck. Oh, yeah. Hopefully it comes out good. Like I said, I didn't punch holes. Like if you want to be brave, you can punch holes, but like you could just tape it to the back for real. I have another one to do because my mom actually said, can you do that for me for Christmas? So I'm giving it to her as a gift too. So we'll see how that turns out. All right, so then that's the colored pencils on deal of the day. And then we do have on the lava pens. I put both. I actually have both sets. This is the original here, which I have in my Bible, which is the original, 1999. And then this is this other one. This is just like lighter colors, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one. They sent me this one, and then I have the other one in my Bible. So if you do like Bible studies, doodling, note-taking, brainstorming, if you're in school and you like to still take notes, I've been using these in my meetings. I've been taking notes. I've been taking the whole pack with me everywhere. I've been meeting with staff for their evaluations, and then I have them sign off with the lava pen. And these also are scented too. So both of them are great. They both have the 20%. They're just like different colors and different scents. So here's the Freesia Fields, and then they're just like really cool, like fun lava effects. That one's like a little not separating as much. Maybe it could be because it's a little warm. I have turned up the heat in my house, or too cool. Here, this one's a little bit better. You can see a little bit more of like the cool lava effects. And then they smell good too. So all the different colors, those are such a fun stocking stuffer if you have, or like teachers, those are cool. Good teacher gift. So that's the Lifelines lava pens with the additional 20% off deal of the promo code today. Aren't those so fun, Carol? And you could put them like I would think like if you have like a clear like pencil cup and you put them on your desk, I think those are kind of cool. Amazon customer says it was 65 outside here today. Well, it was chilly where Kristen's at for her, 47. And Laura and I are living in a snow globe. I've been out in the elements for like 24 hours straight. I feel like I said in my Instagram stories, I'm like fully initiated into winter driving now because like it didn't faze me driving home in it today. Well, Colesover says those lava pens are so cute. I want them, but I'm giving them to my sister-in-law for Christmas. This is a really great price point right now, though, with the extra 20% off. Buy your sister a set, and buy yourself a set. Believe me, you'll use these all the time. All the time. Laura says, I think both of my daughters would love those pens. I know, I love them. I use them. And you have the 20%. So, you know, click through, and there's also a 10-pack, but I don't think the promo code works on the 10-pack, just the 5-pack today. So those are cool. Those are very, very cool. And then I like the Lifeline's FlowArt Activity Pad. Also, I showed my mom because Lifeline sent me some stuff because I featured their stuff before. So they're like, hey, do you want some of our deals, which were the lava pens and the FlowArt for this holiday season, because they were on Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal, but they're offering the promo code now if you missed out on that deal. And they sent me one of the books, and I showed my mom, and I ordered her a 2-pack. So this is the 2-pack set for $29.99 plus the additional 20% code. This is just so cool. So it's like color by number, but it's dot by number. So I've done a few of these. I had a little bit of fun doing this. So it's like a different activity instead of coloring, except you're like dotting by number. So this is I have the landscapes. So, and then you have your pens on the back, and then you can, I mean, I don't know which way. You can turn them either way, take them off, however you want to have them when you're not using it, but they store on the back here. If I can get this on here. What am I doing? Here we go. They store on the back. And then when you're ready to take them off, you can take them off, and they're 2-sided. So you have 8 colors total, and they're like daubers. So here we have like the blue and the orange. So here we go, you can take it off, and then you just dot. And the thing that's really cool, let's bring this down here so you guys can see. So it's really cool when you're gonna do it. They do, you know, you want to put this behind there so it doesn't bleed through. And then this is what it looks like. So you pick. So they give you for each design, I'll bring this back up here. For each design, they give you like the letters A, B, C, D, or E. And then you pick whichever letter that you want that color to be. So if you want A to be orange, you mark it orange. And then you go through and you dot all of the A's. And then you just like daub them. And then you move on to the next color, B. And so you choose whatever color you want that to be. And it's really cool. So I've done a couple of the art on here. I'm probably gonna do more over break. I started this over Thanksgiving break, and then it's been busy. Here's my other design that I created, and it comes out with a really cool design. And it doesn't really matter what colors you use. Like sometimes when you're looking at it, it's hard to know, like, okay, what's that gonna be? So I try to look a little bit better this time, and I try to do like green trees down here and like a mountain with blue skies, and maybe more green trees back here. And there's a bunch of different scenes that you can do. So you get 2 packs of those, great for all ages, really. And it's for wellness, because they say it's supposed to be, it's flow art. So it gets you into like this flow, this calming feeling where you're just focusing on that. Your mind just kind of goes numb, and you're just working on the repetitive motion, and it just kind of gets you in your zone. And that's what that works out to be for the Lifeline. So we have the 20% code on the FlowArt today as well. They do have a set. I know they smell good for the pens. Like this set here, I have Freesia Fields, which I love Freesia. Reminds me of Bath and Body Works back in the day. Midnight Breeze, which is fir needle and peppermint, very Christmassy. Harvest Spice, Coconut Cove, and Green Apple on that one. So those are the deals we have today with the promo codes are from Lifelines. All right, like I said, so these just a bunch of little gadgets. So however you want to gift them, however you want to use them. But we do have the fun Tosi flying disc, $23.99 today. Let's see if I'm going to be able to turn this on. Let's see, can I turn it on? Here we go. We got it on. See, is it going to turn on? Is it going to work? Let's do the color. I should have tested out, because you do have to, it might be out of battery. You do have to charge it. That might be my downfall today, is that it's out of battery. It's what happens when you're throwing streams together. Come on. My power button's blinking red. So I'm thinking it must be out of battery, but this lights up like a flying disc around the rim of this Frisbee here. So you could use it outside. It's kind of fun to do at night. Also could be kind of fun in the house on Christmas morning, Christmas Eve. as long as you don't break anything. So we have that in the carousel as well. Always a fun little gadget gift, and that is $23.99. We have Leslie in the chat. Hey, Leslie, welcome to the show. So glad you're here today. So it's like a really random mixture, because I was thinking, well, what else can we put for stocking stuffers? And I feel like beauty products are always great stocking stuffers, so I put a few of my favorites in there. And especially if you want to go like a little luxe, a little higher end with your stocking stuffers, you cannot go wrong with the L'Occitane shower oil, which is my favorite. This is the size that you get. I did get one in my L'Occitane advent calendar. $29, and I love it. So luxurious. It has almond oil in it. It makes you feel like just so smooth, so soft. It smells good, makes your skin really soft, and it is a little bit on the higher end side, so it's like a very nice indulgent gift or stocking stuffer for $29. And then I also love, because I use this all the time, my hair's in it, the Crave Naturals Glide Through for $9.99. This is also a good one to put through. You will not believe how often you use this. Like for me with hair, like very fine hair, I have like a nice amount of it, but it's silky and it gets tangled really easily after I wash it. So instead of using like a wide tooth comb all the time, which I do use, especially to distribute the product, we'll say this does a much better job of detangling. So if you have hair that tends to get tangled, if you have daughters, little girls whose hair gets tangled, this is the perfect way to get the tangles out pain-free without losing a lot of hair. And you just kind of work at it, and it works perfectly. So $9.99 for that. Sherry goes, the best brush for detangling. My 4-year-old doesn't mind this brush, and hers is down to her waist. Right? That's what I always think of little girls. They want their hair long, but they never want their hair brushed, and it gets tangled. And I will say it works so well. It gets the tangles out and pain-free without losing a lot of hair. And that's like the biggest thing for me, because I don't want to lose any more hair than I have to. So these are a perfect stocking stuffer. As well as our Snoozies Parable Slippers. We shared these during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but had to share them again because they are a fun little stocking stuffer gift idea. You can kind of wrap these up, roll them up, stick them in a stocking. And $16.99 for these. Carol says, that is so true. We had that brush for my youngest daughter. It worked great. It does, right? I know they want that. That's just the little girls. Or if you have hair like mine and it just gets tangled, it's way better than using the wide tooth comb, which I used for years. All right, so we have the Snoozies Parable Slippers. These are kind of like a slipper sock. So they're nice and soft, but they're not as stiff as a slipper, but they do have the nice treads on the bottom. And obviously I wear these. They're nice and cozy and fleece lined. If you guys know me, I love my coffee in the morning. I look forward to my coffee every day, and then I look forward to my glass of wine every night. So this is perfect for me. AM and PM, they're parable. You wear one on each foot. And then the other one that I have here is $17.99. And there's a bunch of different options. There's some based on profession. When you click through, there's like teachers, there's nurses, coffee, a lot of coffee ones, a lot of wine. I think there might even be some dog mom ones. And they have a lot if you go to their storefront. So if you click on their storefront, because not all of their options are at this link, you can go ahead and shop and scroll and kind of make it a little bit personalized for whoever you're shopping for. So this one says, but first coffee. So if you're putting together a gift like with wine, with coffee mugs, pajamas, kind of making like a self-care morning, evening a gift, these are a great addition as well. And they're super cute and comfy. Super cute and comfy. All right, so some of these, when they don't show a product price, you still have to click through and you still can get them. It'll just show select all buying options. So this was the one that I was thinking could be a really cute white elephant gift. Some of the stuff we've shared in the past, but this is the Dirt Devil cleaning slippers. So when you're done cleaning, you can remove the little dust mop off the top of the Dirt Devil slippers, throw it in the wash. These, it has a Velcro on the back. You just stick your little mop on the bottom, and then when you walk around your house, you can clean your floors, and they're like slippers. So like I said, click all buying options. They are in stock. They are from Dirt Devil. Here, we're gonna do the infamous leg lift, you guys. And then they have the fun little bottoms, and you can walk around and then clean your floors, which is so funny. Closeover goes, I love coffee too, but even people who hate tea would love that advent calendar from Stash. I know, I agree. I like tea, But I'm like not one that would have tea every day. Like it always reminds me of being sick, you know, tea. But I will tell you, some of the flavors were really good and unique. I agree. They were good. Carol goes, those are fun. I think my husband needs those, right? So I thought it was so fun. It was like a fun little white elephant gift or gag gift. So those are the Dirt Devil cleaning slippers. And then some of these are good for anybody. Or like for the men in your life, we do have these little multi-tools. So I've had a bunch of these. I've shared these in the past. This is the new one I picked up, is the Snowflake multi-tool for $11.99. And honestly, these are great to have around the house for anybody, because I'm somebody that, you know, I always need a screwdriver for something and I can never find the right one. So these are great to have on hand. I actually need to, because I store a lot of my stuff in an area and I need to have these like more readily available. And I'm not even sure what everything on here is. You get two with the Snowflake, which is kind of fun because they're kind of, you know, seasonal with the Snowflake. We have Tracy following. Hey, Tracy, thanks for the follows. So glad you're here today. Welcome to the show. Laura, I will say like apple or peppermint or mint are like the teas I typically like. I mean, last year I did do that tea stream with the green tea, and that was good because there's a lot of like ginger and turmeric and a lot of flavor. But, and I'm not even sure what everything on here is. There's 18 tools and they don't even really tell you what everything is. So, I mean, I know definitely there's like screwdrivers on here. And then like some of these, like I think you can fit on something, like it kind of act like a wrench. And all these different things like have different like sizes of like different like bolts and different things on all of these. And you get the black and the silver, and then you also get like clips for them or a key ring. And that's just kind of cool to have on hand. I do like iced tea too. I will say if I'm out at a restaurant and I don't want it like for lunch, like I don't always like have, I'm a big water drinker, but when I'm out at a restaurant, I don't want to always drink the water. So I usually, which I guess I'm getting iced tea, which difference does it make? But sometimes it doesn't taste as good. So I usually get iced tea when I'm out at a restaurant and I don't want to have like wine or something like that. So that multi-tool is really cute. That is $11.99. And then a couple other things. These are all good. We have the Grill BBQ Stocking Stuffers. This is one of our more popular products too. Anytime that we share the magnetic grill light for $18.99. These are amazing. My dad likes to grill and he picked up one of these, and you can use these in a lot of different places too because they're magnetic. So I'm not, usually if I have the fridge behind me, I'll stick it on the fridge, but this is your magnet. So you stick this wherever there's metal and then you turn it on and then there's your light. And then if you're cooking outside at night on the grill, it automatically gives you light. I know Richard said he likes to use these for working under cars or under car hoods because you just kind of clip it up there and then you're able to see. And then you have two, and then you can kind of rotate this around. So anytime maybe you're working in a small space and you want to be hands-free, like flashlights are great, but sometimes like you're like in my crawl space, if I can't see something, I want to stick this somewhere and then just kind of let it light up. So this is $18.99 and you get two of those. These are a great little stocking stuffer or gift idea as well. Yeah, I do like a little, we call it pop here in Ohio. I do like a little bit of Pepsi or Coke every now and then, but I don't even remember the last time. It always just makes me, I always burp so much when I have pop. So I usually try to stay away from it. All right, and then the magnetic pickup tool is also very similar to the grill light. If I can find it here. Very, very similar. So I'm gonna show you what this looks like. So you get the flashlight. This also has the magnet, so you can pick up things, you have the light, and then this actually extends like a telescope, and so you can like stick this anywhere, and then this also has the adjustable head on it as well, and so that's really cool. So that is the magnetic pickup tool, so you can pick up things, you can use it as a flashlight. Where's my, oh here, I'm like looking, I'm like, where's the off button? And that just kind of collapses. There you go. And then it's got a little like pocket thing. So you can stick it on like a tool belt or whatever. These are all great to have like in your drawers because, you know, when you need them, you want to have them readily available. So this is the type of stuff you want like in your, I know you want to say junk drawer, but your drawer when you're like needing to fix something. Look, a lot of my stuff that's battery operated has a really tiny screwdriver. So I always like to have this type of stuff on hand. That is $14.99. Then we also have the multi-tool pen for $5.99. This one is great too. It says gifts for men, but it's a great gift for anybody, in my opinion. So you get a bunch of different tools in this pen, which is good because it's the type of stuff that you need on the daily. So here on the bottom, it's like a very cool gold aesthetic, right? So you have like your little, you know, touch screen. What do they call this? Like stylus there for your phone or your iPad or tablet. And then this is the pen on the bottom. Then you can take off the stylus here. And then you have a screwdriver. And here, so this is type, I always need a screwdriver for something. So you have both the Phillips and then the flathead screwdriver in that. You can take that out, which is great to have on hand. Then it also has like little pen clip on it, so you can stick this wherever. In addition to that, it has a ruler. Then it also has a level in it too, which is cool. So that's like a nifty, handy little gift for $5.99. Monty Mom says, love me a multi-pen, right? It's so helpful. This is, like I said, I never have the stuff on hand when I need it. So it's great to pick up. Clothes lever, that's true. I never thought about that either. I don't even think I have any. I don't even think I have any pop in my house right now. There's like a piece of paper that keeps getting stuck in here. So that's $5.99. All right, so believe it or not, one year my mom wanted a can opener and a jar opener for Christmas. That's what she asked for. So this actually could be a good gift idea, or it could be a good white elephant gift. It is on deal today for $17.84. And I will tell you, if you struggle like opening cans, I mean, I don't have like wrist problems right now. I feel like I could because of all the typing and like holding the phone that I do. But sometimes I don't always have the wrist strength. I actually probably really need to get one of those jar openers too, because there's times I'm here by myself and I really struggle to open a jar. Like I need like a better grip. So I probably need one of those too. But this is kind of nice. It's electric. You just stick it on top and then it's going to twist around and take the top off your can. I don't use cans a lot. The only time I use cans is when I'm making dips, usually for Christmas, which I'll probably be using this when I do host Christmas Eve, because I'm usually opening up a few different cans of food for the different types of dips that I make for Christmas Eve. That's $17.84. Skippy because I got that can opener for my mom last year. It seems like we're giving our moms similar gifts, Skippy. I love it. The jar opener, I know I actually really need to get one of the jar openers as well. All right, changing course, talking a little bit about white elephant gifts. I don't know if I gave this exact one, but this was my white elephant gift last year. Last year I did the little toilet timer, and then I was all about toilets for the white elephant. And then I also gave the toilet light. So this is kind of fun. It just kind of clips on your toilet and it's motion detected, and it also is when it's dark. So when you're walking in there at night and you have to go to the bathroom, this will light it up. If there's motion, it'll light up. And as you can see, it's changing colors on its own. So there's really no way to like control it. I was looking if there was like an app or like a remote, and there's not. But it is motion detection and light detection. So it'll turn on when it's dark, and then it will go through different colors, and you just kind of like clip it on. See, I'm trying to see if it detects the motion here. See, detects the motion, turns on, and turns off. So that is just kind of a fun little gift too. And if you're like me, illuminate everything. Might as well light up your toilet bowl, right? So that is $14.95 as well. These are super popular. Every time I talk about these, I think these could be good white elephant or stocking stuffer. These are so cool. These are the lightsaber chopsticks for $22.97. Right? I agree. I mean, it works. I mean, it's kind of aesthetic. It's helpful. I mean, it's kind of a funny little white elephant gift, but it is kind of It is kind of cool. And then we have the lightsaber chopsticks. So these all light up different colors. And then you can eat your sushi or whatever. I'm not very good at chopsticks. I always have to like get myself situated with the chopsticks. I don't know. I can use them with my right hand, pick up a piece and then eat it. But there's all different colors. That's the green, it's the purple. There's 2 of each of every color. It's the blue. But you can mix and match, and there's the red. They light up, they look really cool in person. I feel like you can't see the effects of these as much on the camera with the LED light. But those are fun, especially for a Star Wars lover, a sushi lover, or just anybody. They are just, I think, pretty cool. So those are in the carousel today too. Those are what, $22.97 for the pack. All right, the Fuzzies. Last year I talked about this Fuzzies game. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. And I kept messing it up. I kept touching it and they kept falling. So this is a fun little gift too. It's kind of like Jenga, but with fuzzy balls. So how this works. If I can do this here. So how this works, you stack. This is fun for like families, kids. So you stack all your fuzzies on there. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Okay, you stack your fuzzies on there. They stick together, right? And then what you do, I think everybody like picks a color, and then you have to take the little tweezers and remove that color and try not to make it fall. So don't touch it. I touched it last year trying to like smush it together. You don't want to do that. So I got blue. So blue is not a very good color to try to remove something. So let's see if I can do this. So then you take it and you try to remove it. And I think you keep stacking. I think you keep stacking. Yes, you keep stacking. It's like Jenga. And then you just keep going on through and you just keep stacking until it falls apart. And like I said, the minute that I touch it, it starts to fall apart. Oh, it's not doing it like it did last year. When you stick it in there, tighten it up, and that is how the game works. So if you're looking for something fun to do as a family, I always like family games during the holidays. It's the only time I really ever play games is when we're all off work or looking for something to do at a holiday gathering and you're looking for something different. It's also good if you have kids and you're trying to work on fine motor skills with the tweezers. This could be a good teacher game if you're an OT. I feel like I could see OTs doing this with kids, and it could be kind of fun with the little fuzzies. So we have that linked up, and it doesn't take up a lot of space either. And that is $14.99. Clothes over. I know, so it's a little bit of everything. Stocking stuffers, white elephant, and even the white elephant stuff I think is handy. So like you can't go wrong with any of them. We have WOO2 here. Hey, welcome to the show. Thanks for following along. Glad you're here. Glad you are here. Then we do have our card sponges. Functional, but kind of fun. They have like a scrubby bottom and then a soft sponge. $16.94. Those could be a fun white elephant gift as well. As the Toto Splatypus, which is on Deal of the Day. And this is so functional but really fun. So Toto is a fun like little novelty product brand. They have a lot of kitchen products that are like just kind of cute, kind of kitschy. So it's like a little platypus with a spatula. And this is great for getting the remnants out of your jars. Peanut butter, jelly. This is flexible. You kind of scoop in there and it's good for spreading on the bread as well. So this is useful, it's cute, and just kind of like a kitschy little item. And it's only $9.95 today on Deal of the Day. As you can see, it's really good for getting those crevices and the bottom of the jar that a typical knife wouldn't do, and a regular spatula would be too large. Just kind of gets in those nice crevices, which is nice. So we have that in there. We also have the infamous hot dog toaster. So the Oscar Mayer one you can still get, but I feel like it's low stock. So if you click through there, there's a bunch of different colors. There's like red, there's blue. I have the Oscar Mayer one. There's been times I've been in the mood for a hot dog, and this is so much easier than grilling or cooking on the stovetop. So let me bring up my video here. So all you do is as you guys see in the video, these are your two components for your hot dogs. So you stick your hot dogs in there, and then these are your two compartments for your hot dog buns, and then they're gonna go ahead and get toasted. And then you can adjust like how well you want your buns toasted or how well you want your hot dogs cooked. And actually they taste really good and it cooks really well. A lot less mess than any of the other above things, like one less pan to clean. And if it's cold outside, you don't want to use the grill, this is fun. So like I said, the Oscar Mayer is underneath that link, but there's also some other ones that are better stocked that are available in different colors, and these are $27.99 for that one. All right. Haven't talked about the Bedsure in a while. This is a great stocking stuffer too. This is the Bedsure Satin Pillowcase for $6.99. You get a set of 2 of these. These are great if you are trying to minimize hair damage. These are great if you're trying to minimize lines on your face from sleeping. I mean, I don't know about you. I always, whenever I talk about this product, whenever there's been times I've fallen asleep and I've gotten like a deep line from my sheets in the side of my face. And like one day I was like, because I sleep, I like have no problem falling asleep. I crash all the time. I'm a deep sleeper. When I'm out, I am out. So the one day I'm like sitting in the line getting my coffee, and I'm like looking myself in the rearview mirror, and I'm like, what is this big line on my face? I didn't even really notice it when I was doing my makeup, but it was still there like hours later after I got up. And so this is gonna help minimize those lines. It's also gonna like be less damaging on hair, better for skin, and you can get it in a bunch of different colors. So you can match. They also come in standard queen sizes, king pillowcase sizes, and then you can match with your sheets too. So if you're like, well, I don't have satin sheets, you can pick the color, so that way it doesn't look too off. That's a good deal too. $6.99 for the set of 2. So really great way to get started on those. All right, a couple other things that we have in the carousel today, which everybody always loves, are our shower steamers. What are these? These are the Body Refresh shower steamers for $7.99. You can get a couple uses out of these too. Normally $9.99. Let's see. Sometimes there's a code. I didn't check to see if there was a code. $7.99. These are, like I said, a great stocking stuffer, a great gift idea. A bunch of different scents. And then you just kind of put these in your shower and then they steam. And they're pretty large. They're pretty large tablets. So you can just wrap them on up and then keep using them. And it's gonna give you, oh, it smells so good. So if you want like that, you know, relaxing spa experience, maybe you've had a stressful day, you wanna take a nice hot shower and get all the scents of everything. And these are all calming scents too. So I think a lot of them are, let's see here, like eucalyptus. Like this one here is mint, like lavender, eucalyptus, all those really good scents. Yeah, that's lavender. This one here is citrus. So depending, like there's one that's soothing, there's one that's calming. This is energized. Like maybe you want the citrus in the morning to get going, get you up in the morning. That's a great option. You can also buy these and split these up between gifts and stocking stuffers since you get a bunch, or you can give somebody the whole thing as part of their stocking stuffer or gift idea. And those are $7.99 for the pack. All right, and then a couple other beauty products. I have the L'Occitane hand cream. So I put the shower oil. I should have linked these up together. But if you want a really awesome hand cream, this is my favorite. $32. It's so moisturizing. You get a lot of hand cream. This is going to last you like a whole winter season. It's also like a little bit of an indulgent high-end like gift that people don't necessarily purchase for themselves. So I love this as a stocking stuffer. And then we also have our By May rollers, which these are great for gift ideas for her. Or for whoever, honestly, because these rollers are so good if you get like headaches, migraines. I mean, the stone on this is already so cool. I've had a long day. It feels like really massaging. So if you get sinus headaches, it gets rid of that lymphatic drainage, the puffiness. You can use this with your serums. You get 2 different sizes. I prefer this one to the other one we're going to talk about. And it also comes with the gua sha, but I like the roller. So those are $12.99. Let's see, do we have a code for that too? I didn't even bother looking. No, different colors are available. And then we also have the IcyMe roller in here as well, which you can stick this in the fridge. It's a little bit larger, and as you can see, it's really going to take on that temperature. You can also use this on your face, your body, maybe for some muscles that need a little bit of cold rather than heat. And also good for rolling in serums, lotions. And that's $12.99 today as well, or $9.99 for that one. And I forgot to grab this. You see, it's in my fridge. So I'm somebody that, like, if I get a headache, I always get it like in this area. And I think it's just from tired eyes, like wearing contacts, tired eyes, being on the computer. That's where I get it. So I like anything for like my eyes and my sinuses in this area of my face. Also too, like if you've ever cried, you had an ugly cry, I get super puffy, especially on my top, like, eyelids, like the rollers, plus this gel mask, which you could put in your fridge, are perfect for getting rid of the puffiness. And I do have mine in here. I think you could also heat this up a little bit. I would be careful because you have the plastic on the side. They actually want you to put this like velvet side on your face, but personally for me, I like the cold beads. And then you can just kind of Velcro it on and put it on your face. It's also all good part of like a good spa night. That is $9.99 as well. And the last but not least, since I always link up my outfit, like I said, it was cold, it was snowy, I wanted to be comfortable, so I put on this fleecy, cozy loungewear set from Equar. It's 2 pieces. You get the top as well as the bottom here. It's like a very stretchy, and I like these because they kind of like, you know, they kind of hug your curves without being too tight, so it gives you a little bit of shape. Longer in the back if you want to wear like your Uggs or your sneakers or slippers, you can do that. And I think this one should be still pretty well stocked. So if you're looking for some products that are well stocked, these are $49.99. And then last but not least, I have my earrings for $7.99 to go along with the little white snowflakes. And these are beaded, and then they have the little white fabric. No snow day over here any days. It was kind of bad later in the day. Yesterday, it got bad in the evening. So it was like after school. And then it was fine early this morning. So there was like no reason to call a snow day. But then it was kind of bad in certain areas, like on and off. But I don't know. I was out in it all day. So like I'm kind of used to it. I'm kind of used to it now. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to winter drive. It doesn't really faze me now. I was out and about. I went to work out tonight. So I just have to take it slow. But yeah, so yeah, no, just regular snowy weather in Greater Cleveland. So, all right, you guys, so we've gone through everything for our first part of our gifting series. So before we end, if you guys have questions about any of the products you want to see something, put those questions down in the chat. If you want to go ahead and put your guesses for the top 3 clicked products, go ahead, put your guesses for the top 3 clicked products in the chat. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow for our gifts, and it's going to be a lot of new stuff. There's going to be a few repeats. There's going to be a few things we haven't talked about in a long time, and I actually have a lot of new products. I know tonight we had a few repeats that I've shared throughout the years, but they've always been popular sellers and might be good ideas. So for those of you I know who tune in all the time, you may have seen some of these products before, but tomorrow will be all brand new. So I'm hoping we'll be on around 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with our with our gift ideas. And then Saturday around probably 4 Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do our charcuterie and cocktail wine bottle, you know, like barware stream. And then Sunday we are doing our Christmas Eve tablescape, or Christmas Day or whatever. It's going to be like a very elegant, for me it's like an elegant evening tablescape, but you could use it whenever. And then we're also going to be doing like our Christmas Eve and Christmas Day outfits that are like kind of fancy if you're going to church, a party, just a little bit more elegant looks. And I might throw a few casual ones in there too. I'll decide on Sunday. That'll be Sunday. And we'll probably be off on Monday. I think we're doing Bell Poke Cake Case on Tuesday. I'm back on Govee on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we have a bunch of stuff from Doku too, as well as our other brands, just like knits. I'm hoping to have some promo codes Wednesday. And then I know the following weekend, we'll probably start doing New Year's, believe it or not. So I think we're going to start doing New Year's party, New Year's Eve looks, New Year's shoes. That'll be the following weekend in that area. And then it'll be Christmas. So, and then we'll wrap up the year with our top 25 of 25 and Viewers' Choice Awards. So we're going to probably start voting on Viewers' Choice on stories here soon. Maybe at the end of next week. I got to make sure I'm prepared to plan the nominations and voting process. So Leslie's thinking she doesn't know what the top 3 are. Leslie, just make a guess. Anybody make a guess for the top 3? Put them on in there. Closeover says, my area had its first snow day yesterday. Our other snow day was on a Sunday. We've had a lot of snow. It's been very, very snowy. A lot of times it comes in the evening and it's fine by the morning. And a lot of times, yes, it comes on the weekend. We did have a snow day when I was right after Cyber Monday, that Tuesday after Cyber Monday. And today, honestly, I feel like if it wouldn't have hit at the right time, it could have been a snow day for some people as well. But all right, Leslie's got her guesses: the shower steamers, the face mask, and the earrings. Okay, I'm going to scroll through here and take a look at what our top products are. I have no idea what they could be. Scrolling through. Ooh. Okay. Shell, that's okay. Shell, you can watch the replay and you can scroll. Just make sure if you want to take advantage of the Lifelines promo codes that you claim the deals on the promo codes. We have 20% off the lava pens and 20% off the FlowArt Activity Pads. Okay, so I know what number 1 is. I know what number 2 is. Now I just got to figure out what number 3 is. And I think I do know what number 3 is. Okay, here we go. Coming in at number 3, Leslie was correct. The shower steamers. These are always popular, the shower steamers. Like I said, you can buy this and break these up between people's gift baskets, people's stocking stuffers, or you can give it as a whole gift to somebody. It's only $7.99 for the pack of 8. Ton of really calming and soothing scents. That was 3rd place. Then coming in 2nd place was the FlowArt Activity Pad. We have the 20% off code on that. Where did that go? I had it around here somewhere. Now I'm losing my mind. Here it is. 20% off, claim the deals. You're going to get this at around the Black Friday, Cyber Monday price. Really cool idea. You can create, it's like dot by number. You just do the different, you assign a color to a letter. Color by letter, I guess. And then you just go ahead and dot with the dot pens that come with these. The shower steamers are good. Yeah, those are always a top buy, and they're affordable. Okay, come on. There we go. Like, why am I not getting this off here? And you get 8 different colors. And then when you look at these, are like a dauber. Like I said, we have the 20% off on those today. Those were number 2. And then coming in at number 1 were the lava pens. So those with the promo codes today were definitely a hit. And I love the lava pens. I had fun with the FlowArt. But the lava pens I use all the time. I use them at work. I use them in my Bible for Bible study. And they have fun scents. And then you also get the 20% off of these as well. And then when you turn them over, they have like the really cool lava looks. And there's 2 different sets. So this is the set that I have here. And then this is the other set with the different colors. So they're like slightly different colors and slightly different scents. They're both the same price for $19.99, but you also get the 20% code on those. So